guys, it's Mandy. In this video, I'm going to be going over May's finances for my rental properties. There really isn't a lot this month, so hopefully it will be a pretty quick video. I've been really lucky in that all of my tenants have continued to pay rent and haven't been severely impacted by the coronavirus. None of them have lost jobs or anything like that. And if you watch the video all the way to the end, then I will show you the kitten and just give you a little update on how he's doing. If you don't care about the kitten, I guess you can skip the end. Okay, so this month we had a total of $12,157 that we collected either in rent or either from our owner finance properties. We have 5 properties that are owner financed, and from these properties we collected $3,862 in payments, and then from our rental properties, which we have 16 of, collected $8,295. And now for the expenses. So first I paid the mortgage, that was $2,760. I paid an insurance policy for one house, it was just the one that came due this month, and that was $623. A tenant called me and told me that the kitchen light was sometimes not turning on, and so it seemed like there was a short in it. And then the thing that really concerned me is she said that the breaker would blow on its own sometimes. So a breaker blowing, in addition to there kind of being like some kind of short or something, I thought that could definitely maybe be a fire hazard. I don't know, electrical stuff is definitely not anything I know anything about. So I called the electrician. He said there's nothing wrong with it. And he changed out the light bulb and he changed out the breaker. I don't know what you call it, like the little breaker flip thing, the breaker switch, that's what it is. Yeah, he changed out the breaker switch, and so that was $115. Yeah, I mean, of course it's gonna be expensive anytime you call an electrician, but the light bulb was $10 just on its own. So anyway, I'm glad it's worth the peace of mind to know that there's not gonna be a fire or something like that. And that was like at the very beginning of May, and she hasn't had any issues. I told her, let me know if it happens again, and so maybe it just was the breaker switch, I'm not sure. And then the only other expenses we had this month were with the property that the tenants had moved out of, and we got new tenants in there. So last month I had bought new appliances for that house, and that charge was on last month's expenses. But this month, the charges that went through, we had a tree removal. So there was a big, humongous walnut tree and it was completely dead. So we cut that down. And at the same time, there was a big, huge oak tree and it's growing partially over the road. So the power company trims off half of the tree, and then the tree's starting to lean just ever so slightly over the house. And so the tree trimmer went and cut off the really big branches that were over the house, and that way the tree can hopefully, because it had just barely started to lean, so hopefully it won't lean towards the house as much with those heavy limbs cut off that were over the roof. And that was $950 to have that really large walnut tree removed and the limb trimmed up. And then there were just a few utility expenses. We paid a deposit on the water to have that put into our name, and that was $75. And the reason that the water, so normally in our town, the property owner has a deposit that's always kind of kept on that property, and then the renters will also pay a deposit and it will be billed to them. But because we bought this property with a tenant that was already in the house, the water had never been put into our name and we had never paid a deposit or anything like that. So when the tenants left, they actually turned the water off, and so for me to get it turned back on, I did have to pay that deposit, $75, and then the electric bill for like the couple of weeks during the turnaround was $18.69. That was all the expenses for this month, so not bad. And altogether, that's $4,541.69. So altogether, year to date, we have brought in $80,090. And then we've already spent almost all of that. Year to date out, we have spent $34 But for the first time ever, that leaves our total in the positive at $6,256.34. So it's taken 6 months for us to get to the point where we've actually made some money, where we're actually in the positive, and hopefully moving forward each month we will continue to make a little bit of money. And anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. I will continue to make one each month until the end of the year, and then I will probably just move to doing it like maybe every 6 months. I don't think there's necessarily a need for there to be 2 years, 24 videos of my rental finances. I did promise you that I would show you the kitten, so I'm gonna go grab the kitten and I will be right back. Alright guys, so here's the baby cat. I just fed him, so he might have a little milk on his face. I need to wipe him off still, but he's a lot bigger than he used to be a month ago when I first showed him to you guys. His eyes are open all the way now. It's getting about time to start giving him a little bit of wet food, but he is not interested at all. He only wants the milk. And so far we've just been letting him just have all the milk he wants. He's getting really playful. He'll bite your fingers and stuff when you're holding him when he tries to play. Baby cat. He's always mad he doesn't like these videos, not on camera. He's really sweet and he purrs all the time, but on the camera I can only get him to meow. He doesn't want to be sweet. I don't think he likes being held like that is the main thing. But yeah, anyway, he's doing really good, and I guess that's all. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!